Up until the very end of the session, just picked at the line, and it was only by a couple of tenths, and that was from Jet Lawrence. But man, he's looking good.
Yeah, you know, Danny, I want to see him bring it tonight, though. I really do. That's nothing new from the four of Luke Clout to be fastest qualifier, to be, you know, we hype him up so much coming into the season, just how much skill he has, how fast he is. But there's been a little bit of a disconnect from qualifying to the execution in main events. Look, he's done it before. It just hasn't done it consistently throughout a championship. Can he do it tonight? We'll see.
Why I think he can. Sydney on the podium, almost won. He was right there behind Dino. He's got the confidence now. He's got the confidence. Let's go.
We will have our answer soon, as a good start from Lawrence to the inside. Cloud tries to sneak his way around. Moss is up there as well as they go across the first of our splits. Hunter Lawrence picking up where he left off in 2024 in the lead of the first of our heats. Cloud dives to the inside of Matt Moss, who is making his first race of the Australian Series this year. He's done a couple of international races over the last couple of weeks and looked very good in practice qualifying, but Cloud hungry at the moment.
And what I love about the 96 of Hunter Lawrence is the intensity that's needed when you start near the front of the pack in these races is off the charts. But Hunter Lawrence, as level-headed as he is, he never lets the moment be too big for him. He never looks to rush. He's always making good decisions, especially in the beginning of the race.
Well, how about out of that first turn, he goes triple quad.
He came to play.
That was unbelievable.
Luke Cloud to the inside, trying to get around his teammate of Matt Moss. Couple of times it's been very close between them, but Cloud has not been able to execute. Oh, throws the back wheel in, almost over the top of the berm, but he is riding aggressive at the moment.
And any time you have a favorite of the race like Hunter Lawrence, Luke Clout looks ahead, he sees Hunter up front, he knows he has to go, he's got to get by his teammate as quick as possible, just rushed it, made a little mistake.
Well, and honestly, that's kind of what I mean by the race execution. It's different than that one fast lap. We know Luke Clout. He's one of the fastest guys for one lap in the world. He proved it earlier today with Jet Lawrence just barely beating him out. But it's the lap after lap, the corner after corner, the taking smart lines, the trying to get around a guy like Matt Moss. Look, he can do it, there's no doubt about it, but already he's wasted too much time. Hunter Lawrence already out to almost a 2-second lead.
I did love the low line from Luke Clout right there, went all the way around the top of the turn before the triple, was off the far left side of that face, was able to stay low and make up a bike length or two.
The My Pay now, whole shot award going to Hunter Lawrence. It was very close as they went around the first turn. The Kawasaki riders were pushing him very hard. AC, do you think this is a track, though, with the way we're watching it at the moment, with Luke Clout, is it a track that if you ride too hard, it will actually slow you down a bit?
Absolutely. There's not a lot of traction in the middle of these corners right now, so if you end up getting a little overzealous, coming into the corners too fast, there's not a lot of traction there. It's not going to hold you. You've seen Luke Clout a couple times so far in this heat race break that rear end loose. That's what he's got to watch out for.
JB, we just got a good example there. You asked the question before, is it quicker to jump through the woods or get on top of them? I think on top at the moment was the answer to that one. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm pretty impressed with Mossy. Really impressed with Matt Moss right now. He's been out for a while, been battling several different injuries as Luke Clout makes another mistake right there. Those are the things that we've been talking about. But for Mossy, multi-time motocross champ, multi-time supercross champ, this is what we come to expect from the 102. It's good to see him out here tonight getting it done.
And it's so difficult in the heat of the moment in the race to stay in your process. Like we talked about with Luke Clout, we know he can do it in qualifying. We know he has the speed, but it's a mentality shift during the race. You have to be so confident in yourself to not let any of the other riders, any of the outside noise affect your process and what you do on the bike. Let's see if the number 4 can start to settle in here as we go along in this heat race.
Some pretty consistent lap times for our race leader of Hunter Lawrence, the 57.9. His fastest, the 57.7. That does not beat our number 1 of Shane McElrath earlier on. Again, a mistake by Clout.
Another mistake from the 4 allows Moss just to pull away, you know, 5-6 more bike lengths. Clout will catch back up, and then made him another mistake there, like we talked about. So how about Dylan Wills?
He's right there. And I think when you have a lot of speed like Luke Clout has, sometimes you see a big mistake right there from Willis. Sometimes if you're in the heat of the moment, you're a little flustered, you don't take the time to set up the pass in front of you. You just end up going for the first opening that you see. And I think that's what we've seen so far with Clout, just trying to rush his pass attempts a little bit. Are you seeing something similar?
Well, and Danny, I like what you said there when you're asking Adam, can you push the track to over its limit? Can you ride with too much aggression? And you absolutely can. There's somewhat of a speed limit to this track right now, especially in the main line. It's starting to get a little bit slippery. There, Hunter Lawrence, smooth as silk out there, especially coming into the turn. Hunter's banking off the top of that berm right there. But if you go over that speed limit, it's not good. You're sliding out, you're slipping around, you're over jumping stuff, like you're doing pretty much what Luke Clout has done for most of this race.
And you will not find a more patient professional supercross racer than Hunter Lawrence. That's why I love him for the win tonight. I love him for the win because he's so patient.
The call has been made. AC Hunter Lawrence picks up the first win of the night, and he is your man to beat. A perfect race for him. Matt Moss, so impressed with that second. Clout, and I'm super impressed with Dylan Wills. We did not mention him till the very end. That has been the best ride we've seen out of him this season. It doesn't take much to turn your whole year around, although we are at the very end of it, for Dylan Wills to have a performance like that.